Performance is defined differently. What are you going to do about it? Performance used to be defined as productivity. If you were productive, you were performing the job. Productivity, in turn, was measured by pieces, outcomes, or throughput. How many things you made, did, filed, moved, assembled, or created determined how productive you were. Sometimes, if you just looked like you were busy, you were considered productive, and therefore a good performer. Not so today. In fact, productivity is only a piece of how performance is measured today, and a small piece at that. Not only is the definition of performance different today, it's bigger, more encompassing, broader, and more complicated. How you do the job matters almost as much as doing it. The methods, tools, and approaches you choose count just as much as what you produce. Are you efficient? Do you always look to improve the processes that you use? Are you open to changing your approach when it becomes obsolete or inefficient? Or do you just bear down and do what you have been doing, the way you've always done it, longer and harder? Performance is also defined by how well you work with others in a team environment. The days of the lone wolf retreating to their office, cube, or workstation and not having to interact with anyone for hours, days, or weeks at a time are over. We live in an interconnected world. That goes for our work as well. Every job is connected to every other job in some way, at some point, somehow. Research and development affect marketing. The first shift affects the second, and on and on. So performance today demands that you communicate with, interact with, and get along with others. Increasing demands mean that the only way to excel is to rely on the collective strengths of everyone in the organization. Performance no longer can be defined only as the contribution you make to your job. It's also defined as the contribution you make to the team. Another component of performance today is flexibility. How adaptable are you? Are you willing to try new things? Are you willing to add new skills? Are you willing to learn to do something you've never done? All of this is much different than teach me a single set of skills, let me apply them the same way for years, then you leave me alone for the rest of my career. Performance is defined differently today. What are you going to do about it? Some suggestions. Let go of the old definition of performance. Redefine your own performance. Be open to new approaches. Contribute to the team. Check your attitude. Increase your adaptability.